On top of that, they study, like they went to like medical school, and that's got to count for something. I'm just kidding. Hey guys, it's Phil, and I was diagnosed with bipolar a few months ago. So lately I've been thinking a lot about my medication, specifically side effects. And the other day I was thinking about something as far as dealing with doctors that I wanted to share with you guys. So the difference between psychiatrists and other doctors. Now usually with other doctors, I've always had like this image of, they'll tell you what's up and you can either say yes or no, as far as whether you're gonna do it or not. And I think that's because other doctors usually can see more about your injury than you can, with their big equipment and their experience and what they're taught. But as far as psychiatrists, they can see less than you can as far as your illness goes. They have more experience, they deal with a lot more people with your same illness, and yes, everyone's different, but the treatment paths are similar. On top of that, they study, like they went to like medical school, and that's got to count for something. I'm just kidding. They're experts, but with mental illnesses, no one can see anything. You can't see anything, the doctor can't see anything. All there is to go on is symptoms. And so the way things are treated is just trial and error. It's a lot like the optometrist eye chart, with the one with the big E. Can you see this? Yeah, okay, what about this? No? Well, what about this? And then they have the big goggle thing where they keep flipping it from lens to lens, say, is A better or B better? Is the first one better or the second one better? Second one, okay. Imagine if eyeglasses were prescribed that way. Here, take these home and try them out, see if it helps. Come back a month and a half later, and if it doesn't, we'll switch you to a different one. And then there are different kinds of lenses. And then imagine if you're not on the right lens, your whole life is gonna be terrible. Like you're gonna alienate all your friends, you're gonna spend all your money, you're gonna be so depressed you might get suicidal. And so dealing with a psychiatrist becomes a tricky thing because you have half the puzzle and he or she has half the puzzle. So I've used this explanation before, so people who watch my channel regularly, just bear with me for a sec. It's a lot like the psychiatrist has like this treasure map. There's an X on it and he can only guide you to the X with a walkie-talkie. You're actually on the island or something and you have to get to the X, but you can't see the map and he can't see where you are. All you have is the walkie-talkie communication. They'll be like, what do you see? Let's try to figure out where you are in this map. What do you see? Why don't you head a little bit east? Now what do you see? Oh, no, that wasn't it. Well, what about a little north? Now what do you see? And because of that, the doctor can't like fully disagree with you on certain things because you can see more about your illness because you have to live with it. You're dealing with all the symptoms, and so he can only go on what you're reporting to him. So the doctor can't be making decisions himself, but at the same time, he knows a lot. He has the treasure map. And then the other tricky thing is the X on the treasure map, it's not where the treasure is, it's what you guys set together. Because with mental illnesses, everyone has a different definition of what the end goal is, because you're gonna have to figure out what side effects you're willing to deal with. You have to figure out what better means to you. I know with my doctor, sometimes I feel like he's not listening to me, but then I have to ask myself, am I just feeling like he's not listening to me and he knows something that I should probably be listening to, or is it that he's really not listening to me and I need to reassert myself? So dealing with your psychiatrist, it's like this balancing act between what you're saying and what the doctor knows. He can tell you one thing, but then with the treasure map example, he can say, oh, well, you just need to keep heading east in a straight line. And then you'll call him back and say, so there's like this cliff that I can't really go in a straight line, and like we've been walking all day and it's really hot out and hungry, and there's like I see a whole bunch of wild beasts over there, so maybe not go in a straight line to the east. And then there's the other thing where you can tell him, hey man, I'm dealing with whatever side effect, and he'll be like, oh man, that sucks. But to him, that's just it. He doesn't have to live it, so he doesn't feel how sucky it is. He doesn't understand how sucky it is. Same with your family members. I mean, you can say, oh, I'm dealing with the most horrid things in the world. Oh man, that sucks. So yeah, I started rambling a little bit, but apparently some of you are clicking my end cards, so my next video, my previous video, subscribe button, and it's cold. Bye.